So the previous system required one party to allege fault against the other, or to wait a specific amount of time before they are able to petition for divorce, either 2 years or 5 years. The new system that is coming in, the no-fault divorce system, removes those requirements and simply allows the parties to petition for divorce without having to make any specific allegation of fault or behaviour of the other party. This has been done to try and reduce the likelihood of hostility arising in proceedings and to keep matters running more smoothly. The principal change is that the terminology has been changed, so there's no longer any Latin involved in the process. So rather than have the decree nisi and a decree absolute, those orders have become the conditional order and the final order, and that's to make the process clearer and more understandable. The timescales involved have changed. It now takes 20 weeks between the issuing of proceedings and the conditional order being granted, and then a further 6 weeks between the conditional order being put in place and being able to apply for the final order. This time frame is to enable the parties to have a period of reflection and make sure that applying for those orders is the right thing for them to do in circumstances. The other principal change is that it's no longer going to be possible for either party to seek to defend those proceedings unless there is some procedural or jurisdictional issue. Yes, there are two ways that one can go about the new divorce process. One is to make an application jointly with your spouse, and that can be done with the same solicitor, and it does require the two parties to continue to make all the applications jointly into the future. So they'd both need to make the application for the conditional order, they'd both need to make the application for the final order. It is also possible to make the application solely, so just one party themselves making that application. The process is the same, except they don't need the other spouse's agreement at every stage of the process. Well, you can still seek a divorce under the no-fault system, but there is no option to file a petition on the basis of unreasonable behaviour or adultery. The old system is being completely removed and completely replaced by the new no-fault system. The only way to petition will be on the basis of no fault. The costs are by and large the same. The court fee to issue proceedings currently stands at £593, and that will be in place with the new no-fault system. The solicitors' fees will depend on the solicitors themselves, although Watson Thomas do offer those fees on a fixed fee basis. No, the divorce process is separate from any resolution of the financial proceedings. By and large, the divorce and financial proceedings are entirely independent of one another. If you apply for the final order, that does not necessarily mean you have resolved financial proceedings between you and your spouse. We at Watson Thomas do not recommend that one applies for the final order until they have got a financial order from the court or by agreement, as the final order has a number of knock-on effects upon the parties' financial circumstances.